In this video, Hexbane's Hunters. So these guys are actually probably going to end up as Mordheim fodder. I can't lie, but I do have a couple of boxes of Underworlds, and I originally bought them for the miniatures more than anything. But I did enjoy the game the few times I have played it because it's like a quick, simple skirmish game. It sort of scratches that itch without you needing 2,000 points worth of models. So what you get in the box is two sprues, and those two sprues contain all of the units, including the good boys or girls. I don't know which they are, but I don't know why, but for some reason, getting dog miniatures kind of excites me. You don't see a whole lot that are honestly, worth the purchase. But on top of that, you also get the cards, of course, and the build instructions. Now, the build instructions are a little smaller than I remember from last time, but they're easily readable. Just get out your spectacles. It might be a little hard to read it for those of us who are somewhat blind. And it gives you a good view of what the models are going to look like when they're done. Now, the cards, of course, you get your general cards, and you get the cards specific to the gang itself, or the band, the war band. I'm obviously not going to go through every card here because, for obvious reasons, the video would be too long, and also I don't think I'm necessarily allowed to do that. I'm not sure if GW would like that. After I finish struggling with the plastic here, it gives you, of course, as always, you have the description of the warband. It gives you a little bit of lore, and I love that about these. It gives you a list of all the cards and the different decks, and it gives you the individual cards for each of the hunters, for Hexbane's Hunters. I'm not too fond of the head with the woman with the curls. I'm not sure who was thinking what with that, but I left her head on there. I might replace it later, who knows. But as you can see, there's quite a few cards in the set. Definitely worth it for the general cards, if not for the gang itself. So the cards, of course, once I'm done fiddling with those, I love the back of these, the logo of the Neither Maze logo for this. So the next thing I did was I started clipping the models off the sprue. Now, when you do this, make sure you pay attention and you don't accidentally clip off the pegs for these, because they are push fit. And if you clip off the pegs, you're going to have a hard time putting them together. As always, even with the push fit, you have to make sure that you dry fit first, because I had a hell of a time getting a couple of these pieces together. Even though they're supposed to be push fit, you have to actually rest some of the pieces against each other and then stuff another piece through it or on top of it to kind of get everything together, and to get everything to fit together properly. And that could be quite a pain in the ass, to tell you the truth. I was, with these push fit models, I had been hoping that it would be a little easier to get some of these together. It really, I guess, just depends on the models themselves. The push fit Necrons that I did just recently from the Indomitus box were actually not bad. These guys are a little more complex. It's not so bad, but like I said, there's a couple of pieces that you have to watch out for when you're doing it. So one thing you can see here on Hexbane himself, I had to put a little bit of sprue goo in his long coat there, and then I actually ran out of plastic cement of all things. So I got to go back out and get some Tamiya's Extra Thin to kind of smooth that over. But this is the whole warband put together. Honestly, as I said, these probably are going to end up as Mordheim fodder for me because I've always wanted to play Mordheim. I've never really had access to any of the gangs or the models for Mordheim because unfortunately it came out when I didn't exactly have the ability to invest in the hobby. So hopefully now I'll be able to actually get a game in. I Once again, I appreciate any of you who watch. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell button if you'd like to be notified when I put my next video out. I try and get one out every week on Sunday. Um, and honestly, last thoughts here, even though there are a couple of seams on some of these, definitely worth the buy. So go ahead and pick it up.